I need the X-ray first. You are, I think you are able to describe the X-ray finding. Then biochemical investigation to rule out tuberculosis and infection. Then MRI films. So MRI film, there are three sections: coronal, sagittal, and axial. We all are able to describe the sagittal section, but we have difficulty in describe the axial section. So I have added few films, and I hope after this you will be able to describe it. Few examiners who have special interest in spine, they like that the candidate must know how to describe the axial axis. Now these are the three films. This A is T1 weighted, B is T2 weighted, and C is gadolinium enhanced T1. So you can see the white fluid over here. This signifies T2, and there is no white, there is blackish. So what are the possible findings here? We have two possible findings, that there are signal changes in this vertebra and in this vertebra, and there is also a disc prolapse at L5S1. So L5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At L1 there is intra-body anything. This can be anything. This can be infection. This can be some kind of, you can add tumor, infection. And how to read this MRI? First of all, this is anterior longitudinal ligament. This is vertebral bodies with intervertebral disc. This is posterior longitudinal ligament. This is spinal canal. These are spinous processes. Apart from this, what you must know, if there is TB, there will be collection over here. If there is infection, there can be collection over here or posteriorly. If there is disc prolapse, see, this is the disc prolapse, very slight disc prolapse with no compression. So you must be able to diagnose if there is a disc prolapse with compression or without compression. So, and when describing the vertebral body, divided into three parts: upper one third, middle one third, and lower one third. So let's go to the next MRI. See, this is sometimes we are so much stressed or tensed in exam that we are unable to find a level of L5 or S1. So just relax and see the most prominent last intervertebral disc, that will be L5S1, not these one. So what you need to know, these are spinous processes, the bumps, this is spinal canal, nerves with spinal fluid, and in this MRI this is almost unremarkable, there is no positive finding. Coming on to this, what is this? This is also T2 weighted image. Among my positive finding, there are multiple degenerative discs at the L3, 4, L5, S1, L2, 3. So there are degenerative discs and increased lumbar lordosis. So you must be able to pick every single finding. How I can see that the disc is degenerated or not? The degeneration of the disc is seen. See, this is a disc at this level. You see a whitish and material inside, round whitish, and around it a blackish material. But if you see any extrusion of this whitish material or change in density, like there, you see that this whitish material is not that enhanced in both the films L2, 3, L3, 4. So it means that degenerative disc has started. And now how to correlate the sagittal image with the axial image? See, this is sagittal section, T1 2 weighted, T2 weighted image, T2 weighted image, and there you see a large disc bulge. You can see which is causing compression. When the positive finding will include disc bulge, compression, obliteration of the spinal canal. See, the compression is causing obliteration of the spinal canal. How to shift it there? I will tell you after two more slides. There you see. What do you see here? There is also disc bulge that is causing spinal obliteration of spinal canal and severe compression. Now, these films tell us some information. What information they tell us? They tell us whether it is posterolateral or it is transforaminal. If you see this film, I will tell you. See, this is disc, this is thecal sac, this is posterior arch. These are the neural foramina at the right and the left side. When you see a disc at L4-5 level, the nerve root that is traversing at that level. Okay, let me zoom it. So if you see this disc, I'm having a couple of messages. Okay, so if you see this disc at the L4 and L5 level, you know the traversing nerve root is L4. So L4 will be going this and this way, and posteriorly you will see the L5. Posteriorly, the lower nerve root is involved, and traversing nerve root is involved at the L4 level. So this thing will help us to identify the exact nerve root level. So if we come over here in the next image, let me show you. See this one first. What is this? This is HNP in the canal. This black is the herniated nucleus pulposus, and this white is the compression that is causing this herniated disc. Now, if I delete this and zoom this is very important, because this is important to tell you about the level as well. See, this is L5 nerve root. This is L4 root. This is L4 root. So what do you suspect? What level is this? This is between L4 and L5, because in between L4 and L5 we have L4 for traversing nerve root and L5 posteriorly. These are the two facets. We are able to see anterior facet and posterior facet both. L4 lumbar disc, 45-year-old man, T2 axial weighted image. So you see T4, whitish shadow over here. Okay, I think there is issue in the sound for some people. Let me sort it out. I think I have keep this speaker as well. If anybody finds any difficulty, he can rejoin. I'm having sound problem too. So let me sort it out. Still the sound problem. Okay, let me see. Now the sound is better or not? Otherwise, let me switch off the fan. That might help. Just tell me now the sound is better in this way or better before. अब खराब है. Maybe mic में कोई issue आ गया. अब sound खराब हो गया. Okay. ठीक है. So let's go on. देखो अब ये वाला जो image है आपका, ये वाला this is very important. It is telling us about the level. ये L4 lumbar disc है. So L4 और L5 के दरमियान L4 के लेवल पे L4 ट्रावर्सिंग नर्व रूट होगी और L5 जो है I will repeat in the end, don't worry. So ये L4 नर्व रूट लेवल है और ये L5 और S1 है. So लास्ट स्लाइड पे अगर आप जाएं, एक्सियल सेक्शन को कैसे आपने पढ़ना है. So you see this is disc, this is thecal sac, this is posterior arch, these are the facets, anterior facet and posterior facet. Both facets are visible. This is the neural foramen. So in the neural foramen at the lumbosacral level, we have the traversing nerve root. In for example, in L4 and L5, the traversing nerve root will be at this level, L4, and L5 will be at this level, like this slide. L5 nerve root and L4 is there. So this is L4 level, because as you know, at the L4-5 level, the traversing nerve root is L4. The actual traversing nerve root is L4. Okay. I got the think that there is. Okay, so let's move on. We can move further. Now the next last slide. See, this is also a slide that will further clarify the things. अब ये देखो, ये है स्लाइड एक और L4 डिस्क है, exiting nerve root L4 है. This is the exiting nerve root L4. This is the neural foramen. This is the traversing nerve root that I have told L4 है, that is traversing. L4 5 nerve root at the posterior aspect. This is spinous processes. These are the laminas, pars, superior articular process, inferior articular process. These two pictures are very important. These will help you more. So these two pictures are very important. Now coming on to this, let me delete it and let me show you this one. So you see L4 superior vertebral body. This is pedicle, superior articular process, inferior articular process, traversing nerve root, and this is spinous process. So let's move